Erika Kirk was having an affair, which is why Charlie Cook took her out of the will. So allegedly, the story is that Erika Kirk was having an affair. Charlie hired a private investigator to kind of follow her and see what was going on. And then he took her out of the will. So Turning Point USA, all of the merch, none of that goes to her at all. It just goes to their 2 children. And boy, did they make a lot of money on that merch too. And mind you, he did this before he was assassinated. So I don't know, man. Some people are saying he found out kind of who Erika Kirk was, like who she really is. And that's why everything went downhill. Which is insane, because if you look at photos of them, you're like, that is the perfect marriage. That's the perfect life. They have 2 healthy, beautiful children. I mean, all their family photos look like this. So Erika supposedly starts screaming at the lawyers when she finds out that she was left with no money. But mind you, she was mad that Candace Owens allegedly was making hundreds of thousands of dollars on the assassination and everything going on, telling her side of the story, etc. But mind you, Erika Kirk said, and it was recorded, that this assassination was the event of a century. But the weird part, other than that statement itself, that was weird. The other weird part is she said, we could pull off the event of a century. That's weird. What do you mean we could pull it off? What do you mean?
The fact that we were able to pull off an event of a century.
Then talking about merch sales, like merchandise, this is what she said.
We had over 275,000 people. I think we're at like over 200,000 for merch sales.
What? I know he left his will to his children, but I think he should have just given some to Candace Owens. I think that would have been funny.
Hello everyone, I'm Noble and welcome back to the channel. Guys, you won't believe this drama exploding online right now. Viral TikTok are claiming Erika Kirk was removed from Charlie Cook's will because he caught her in a steamy affair. Some even said it was with Jed Vance. Shocked face everywhere. People are losing it, but this really happened after his tragic assassination.
Erika Kirk is not grieving how I would say normal widows grieve. She's more focused on the numbers, what her husband left behind, how she can reap the rewards that she wasn't receiving or reaping before her husband was tragically, when I say I mean tragically, executed in front of America, the whole world at that. Now, with the Epstein files and even Charlie Kirk's death alone, all the misinformation, all the secrets, all of the rhetoric surrounding that entire situation, right? We got Charlie Kirk's assassination, and then we have the Epstein files. This all makes me believe that, number one, we're witnessing something that we may have speculated on, but now it's actually coming true. What we thought about our government, it's actually fucking coming true. So supposedly, those are not Erika's kids. So allegedly, before Charlie died, he had an investigation done, okay? There were things found out. Erika was written out of the will, allegedly. Now, these are claims that I'm making that I've seen on the interweb. That's why I keep saying allegedly. So just look at the last 4 months and you tell me if Erika has been acting like a regular widow. We've all seen a widow in our lives, right? Whether that was a mother, a grandmother, an aunt, a friend, right? We've seen how people react when they lose someone. Now, you guys tell me if Erika is performing or acting like someone who lost the love of their life. You guys tell me, because to me, it looks like Erika was a plant, or if not a plant, just an extreme political opportunist. A lot of these people are. These people grow up in these families. These people grow up understanding the mission. I believe Erika is one of those people. So I don't want to listen, speculation or not, this allegedly happened or not, the way that Erika has been moving the last 4 months, I believe a lot of this shit. So thank you, Candace. Candace is the one who exposed all of it. Thank you, Candace, for pulling the cover over our heads.
So when Charlie Kirk got hit in the neck and died gruesomely online for everyone to see, Erika Kirk not shedding only a few tears gonna get her the fucking money? Was gonna get her the will? Nigga, Charlie Kirk said, fuck no, my nigga. That's how you go out with a bang, nigga. Niggas put you in the neck and shorty ain't catching your cheese, shorty ain't touching your bread, because allegedly she was sleeping with another man. The nigga had lawyers to check that bitch out. That's what shorty get.
So, man, today I just found out your boy Charlie Kirk removed Erika from his will. That's why she not grieving about him, because she ain't got no money in that will no more. The boy Charlie even hired a private investigator to investigate her because he knew that she was cheating. Still knew. And to make the matters even worse, Erika is going around telling people now that the kids are not Charlie's, so she need that money in that will because the kids are technically not Charlie's. And boy, I tell you women, boy, they'll do you dirty, my boy. God.
So, but I truly believe that Erika Kirk is a very dangerous person and is a major player in what is happening with the politics and the governance of this country currently. There's been audio release from a meeting that Erika Kirk was spearheading with Turning Point USA just shortly after the death of her husband.
I don't even know where to begin. The fact that we were able to pull off an event of a century, like, it's just insane. We had over 275,000 people, and then you have, was it 100 million that heard the gospel and all about Charlie? I think we're at like over 200,000 for merch sales. Don't quote me on that because I think it just keeps like bumping up like crazy. But
talking about how much merch they sold, how many views they got, and just how well they're doing, spreading the word through Turning Point USA. It is a very interesting soundbite because not only does she not sound like she's grieving, she's giddy and joyful and laughing about it. You guys know by now I have been saying something is severely off with Erika Kirk and her whole messaging and what she represents in this country. But this audio from this meeting proves what I was saying, that this is not a grieving widow. This is a grifting widow. Truly believe that this government had a hand in taking Charlie Kirk out, because he was actually calling for the Epstein files to come out. He was severely pro Second Amendment. I don't think that they would have been able to do what they're doing now without fear of him using his platform that reaches hundreds of millions of people who are MAGA, who support the government, without making them question what this government is doing. Now, like I said before, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but between all of the jobs that Erika Kirk has had, her connection to the government and the former CIA director, the way she's been able to maneuver in these new spaces, and she's in with Trump, the fact that prior to his death, Charlie Kirk was calling for the Epstein files to come out. He was actually challenging the president on certain things. And we found numerous tweets and messages about him talking about the tyranny of the government and why the Second Amendment will be important for that. While this government is now taking away the First Amendment right, taking away the Second Amendment right, telling us they're not important. I think this all of this is connected. I don't know. I think it's all connected by some way, and I think that it's fucking weird, and I think that it's strange, and I think that it matters because I think that they're using Turning Point USA to push the narrative of this president and the government and the subsequent presidencies they won. I saw a meme that had a picture of Trump, then Vance, then Hegseth, then Rubio as the president, and Turning Point USA under it. So I think she's very dangerous. I think Erika Kirk is very dangerous. I think she's a very dangerous person. And I think that anybody that doesn't understand what's happening or dive deeper into what's happening, we're going to be taken advantage of.
At the will, I've been cheating on you. Anyways, I just heard Erika Kirk got taken out of the will because Charlie Kirk suspected that she was cheating on him. So he took her out of the will, leaving everything only to his kids. Turning Point to his kids, life insurance to his kids, everything to his kids. Nothing for her. No money for her. Oh! Oh! Talk about what the fuck? This nigga knew they was finna clip him. He knew she had it out for him.
Because what you mean, days before Charlie Kirk died, he hired a private investigator to see if his wife was cheating on him. And they found out that she was. So he wrote her out of his will, leaving everything to his children. And she just recently found this out. And so she's trying to argue, well, the kids aren't biologically his, but I'm legally his wife. So that money should go to me.
So Charlie Kirk, folks, and I guess even Candace is trying to say that Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens were BFF. Listen, BFF my ass. See, to me, Candace is doing a little bit too much for somebody that was allegedly just a friend. Because if Candace is so traditional, why is she so emotionally invested on what another woman is doing in relation to her husband? She got her own husband. For me, it's giving funeral adjacent sneaky link energy. You didn't come to the service, but you keep popping up online. Loud, emotional, and real defensive. That's not grief, y'all. That's unfinished business. I'm tired of people talking about, oh, they were bestie. Because if it was your bestie, why are you more pressed than his widow? That's like the side dish arguing with the entree that they know the chef better. That only makes sense. I'm just saying, when somebody won't let it go like this, it starts feeling less like friendship and more like this person mattered to me in a way that I can't say it to anybody else out loud. Y'all tell me what you see. Because to me, it's giving sneaky link who didn't get no closure that's now spiraling out on the main. It could be just me, but I don't think it is.
But with everything going around in 2026, the Epstein files getting released, World War III coming up, finding out that billionaires are eating babies, with all that said, I think by far the craziest shit was the fact that Charlie Kirk wrote Erika Kirk out of his will before he died. I mean, this dude knew she was evil. This dude knew what she was gonna do. This dude planned it from the beginning. He knew what was gonna happen, and so he wrote her out of his will. That is so wild to think of. I mean, Erika Kirk over here dancing, jumping in joy, having lasers, fog shows at a concert to praise his death, celebrate his death, and all that. Yeah, my husband died, guys. Oh, how sad. All that, bragging about making so much money at his funeral and shit. All that, just for her to be written out of the will. She is out of the will. She's not getting a dime from Charlie Kirk, not a penny. And honestly, I'm gonna give Charlie Kirk a round of applause. That deserves a round of applause. And it is safe to say Charlie Kirk is no longer rolling in his grave. I really thought Charlie Kirk would be devastated, knowing what Erika Kirk's doing after he died. But honestly, he's probably jumping in joy right now. I would be. If I overthought everything and I was like, you know what, let me write this bitch out of my will, and it turned out well, I'd be jumping in joy too.
So, real, candle, or total hush? You decide in the comments. Was there fire behind the smoke?